Shanti. Welcome back. Today is the 30th day of your blessing, and we're going to introduce something very beautiful. Just like a physical father, he gives everything to his son, provided the son is following all the rules and regulations of the house and all the rules which the father has set up in the house itself. Similarly, over here also, God the Father has given us certain rules and regulations of doing the right form of karma, the right thinking, the right way of sitting, getting up, talking, coming into behavior with other people. So God the Father says that we being in guidance or in the direction of God the Father, if you're following all those things, then we don't need to ask for anything from God. Automatically all those powers, all those values, the peace, the happiness, the bliss automatically comes into our life. So let's go ahead, let's go into the details of today's blessing. So here Baba says, may you become one of the highest human beings by following the highest code of conduct and by being aware of your divine and alaukic birth. Now, what is a divine and alaukic birth? We have all taken birth in a physical form. That means I, the soul, you, the soul, have entered this body, and we entered this body because this body was produced by our parents, physical parents. But they did not produce the soul. So the soul was neither created nor destroyed. But soul is the child of the supreme soul of the supreme God Father, who is incorporeal. So this is a corp, but the soul is incorporeal. It is not made up of any of the five elements. So Baba says, God the Father says, there is a code and conduct of the soul. There is a code and conduct of the body. Now, by being aware of your divine and alaukic birth, so whenever we got to know about that I am a soul, I am the child of the supreme soul, we got this knowledge, and how does the complete cycle of the world move, how God had created the world from impure to pure, and now again it has become impure. So how does he again reform the world and turn it from impure to pure again? So when we get to know about this cycle, we become divine and we become purified with this knowledge. So that is known as alaukic. Laukic means worldly, alaukic means out of the world. That means a divine birth. So Baba says, by being aware of your divine and alaukic birth, constantly stay within the line of the codes of conduct. So there are certain rules and regulations which God the Father has given us so that we don't do any more sins. And automatically our mind remains peaceful and happy. So let's go ahead and let's understand. Just as every clan has a line of their codes of conduct, every clan has got, right? In the same way, there is also a line of code of conduct of the Brahmin clan. Now, what is a Brahmin clan? As we have explained in the previous different Vardhans, Brahmins means all those who have got the knowledge of the soul is a Brahmin. Okay? The one who has the knowledge of the Adam, the soul of Adam. Where is the soul of Adam? How did the soul of Adam become liberated? Where was the soul of Adam on this earth? How many births has the soul of Adam taken? All that knowledge, or Brahma, one is the same thing. So when we get to know about this complete knowledge and how from Brahma, Supreme God the Father creates the world, how from Vishnu, Supreme God the Father sustains the world, and how from Shankar, Supreme God Father gets the world transformed. That means the old house is broken, or you can call it destruction, and the new world is created, right? So it's a transformation. So God has got three purpose: God, generator, operator, and destroyer. So he destroys not the people, but he destroys the sins within the people. Okay. So let's go ahead. Just as every clan has a line of their code of conduct, in the same way there is also a line of code of conduct of the Brahmin clan. A Brahmin means, now what does a Brahmin mean? Means one who is among the highest of all human beings, because who is in direct connection with God the Father. So are the highest. They have the rules and regulations of the right manner of living, right way of thinking, right way of talking, right way of eating. So all those codes and conducts, the rules are there with the Brahmins. So a Brahmin means one who is among the highest of all human beings and who has a divine and alaukic birth. So a Brahmin is the one who's not born in a Brahmin family is only a Brahmin. The one who has taken a spiritual birth, who has got his third eye awakened, is actually a Brahmin, and who knows exactly where the Supreme God the Father resides in the Param Dham or the Supreme Abode is actually a true Brahmin. So, a Brahmin means one who is among the highest of all human beings and who has a divine and alaukic birth. They will not break the codes of conduct even in their thoughts due to being influenced by any attraction. So, worldly attraction of food, of clothes, of property, of money. So, they won't break the codes of conduct. They won't get greedy and they won't manipulate things to get the money. Right? That's one a code of conduct. They won't kill anything to savor, to have the taste buds being taken care of by that taste. So they won't get into any kind of violence. That means no non-veg. They're vegetarians. Similarly, they won't think, in the case of thoughts, they won't think of any other religion or a clan to be lesser than them. They will consider every clan to be equal as being soul conscious, which is the knowledge given by God. So, that is the code of conduct in thoughts. So, those who go outside the line of code of conduct, even in their thoughts, are not able to experience the Father's support. So, the best way to break your connection with God is to break that code of conduct, to think ill about others, to listen to the tasty, yummy things about what is happening in somebody else's life. That is also what a Brahmin doesn't do. He doesn't get into gossips. So he just takes care of his ears, that he doesn't get to hear anything impure, doesn't see anything impure, doesn't talk anything impure. So, those who go outside the line of codes of conduct, even in their thoughts, are not able to experience the Father's support. So, the connection, the meditation breaks. Instead of being children, they become devotees. Now, what is a devotee? A devotee is somebody who devotes his life and prays to God and says, "Oh God the Father, show me who you are, where you are, what's your reality. I believe in you, but to know you and to believe is very different. Knowing is different, knowing somebody, but I believe God exists. But I know God exists. Who is He? Where does He stay? Is a very different thing. So a Brahmin knows that, right? They become devotees who are always asking for something. So a devotee will always say, "When will I get the fruit of my devotion? God the Father, when will you reveal to me?" But to a Brahmin, the God has already revealed himself. So Brahmins means those who calling out and asking for something have finished. So a Brahmin, when he knows God the Father, he doesn't call out. He doesn't say, "Oh God the Father, give me peace." He follows the codes of conduct and automatically peace is there in his life. He follows the code of conduct, automatically there's happiness, there's contentment in his life. So they do not depend on matter or Maya. Matter means things of the world, or Maya means greed, anger, jealousy. They don't depend upon those things for limited happiness, limited peace. They're not looking for that. They're always the crown on the father's head, just like a small child is always made to sit on the head or on the shoulders of his father, right? Similarly, over here, God the Father says, "I also put you on my head. I pamper you, provided you follow the code of conduct." And that's how you can remain happy and content. So, I leave you with this beautiful Vardhan. May you go ahead, may you revise it, may you contemplate about it, and may you go ahead and take the knowledge at Brahmakumaris. Om Shanti.